Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Space Ghost issue 3. Okay, so this is the third issue of Space Ghost. Didn't have a retro style cover this time, so we went for this one instead. It's not too bad. It's not a bad issue. So Space Ghost looks like he's basically battling his way through various bad guys at the beginning of it, in order to try and find out who attacked um, Jane and Jace's parents or dad, and possibly kill his family off as well. And it kind of reads like very much like kind of Dark Knight Returns. That Space Ghost kind of got that grumpy, elderly kind of um, Dark Knight style kind of talking way of talking to each of them. But that's not too bad. It's pretty cool. Basically, they are contacted by this person, which is apparently I think she's called Black Orchid, Black Tarantula Syndicate, I believe. Uh, but she basically knows this information where she can. Um, she's made. Oh, yes, right. Her husband was a member of the Black Panther Signature. He's dead. She's been killed. Um, she apparently knows how to break into this central computer for Robocore, which I believe is kind of the corporation that's possibly behind all the attacks. And she offers to let Space Ghost kind of team up and go inside. Again, the artwork's quite nice. It's again super sci-fi. He says yes. So they do a heist. It's quite a different little book. It's this kind of little heist kind of thing going on. Um, and of course, we get flashback to 3 days previous, where it turns out that she has basically made a deal with the people of Robocore, and we get a name of this Dr. Zander. He's evil. Um, that he's going to be there uh, and hopefully capture Space Ghost, which presumably is something to do with that tech that he's missing. I mean, Space Ghost is he's strangling people with his tech. Anyway, the Speed made a deal with him to bring him inside and give kind of the ability to catch him. So they go inside. They manage to get the code. They split up. Space Ghost goes to the main central computer, which is like this massive ball thing, which opens up, which is what the other two are doing. And she basically says to the girl, like, oh, hey, you'd be really good at my team. Just leave Space Ghost alone. He's terrible. It's like, so she's trying to recruit her. Um, and it doesn't go well. So they're betrayed. The plants that she can manage to control with this bracelet thing kind of start attacking. Um, and because she's turned down the offer, that she attacks uh, Jane. I can never remember the names. I'm terrible at names. Anyway, she nicks her bracelet, kills the bad guy, and it turns out they're kind of like, oh yeah, we kind of expected it to happen. It's a fine, but thanks for rescuing. But now because she's actually let us into the computer core, we actually do have access to the secrets, and she's wrapped up in her own plants, and computer core is apparently next. So so obviously they've managed to crack down. That's kind of like the big bad in this thing. It's a shame because, not being funny, all the investigation literally takes place. It takes 3 pages. Um, which again gets me to think that this is going to be a 5 issue at very most, and then it's going to be wrapped up because obviously they didn't have enough time to kind of do and this guy says something, and then this guy says something, and this guy says something. It's kind of just been like, oh yeah, it's all done now, and we found the person, and we know it's Robocore, and we're going to break into Robocore. It's fine. But all in all, it's not a bad book. It's it's not been the reimagining, as it were, isn't badly done. Space Ghost still looks like Space Ghost. Everyone else kind of looks like everybody else. The universe they're in is kind of science fictiony and quite interesting. So yeah, again, I'm more than happy to continue going on with this one to it finishes, or at least this arc finishes, and see what happens from then. If they change artists, maybe I'll drop off. That's kind of normally what happens if they change to an artist that I don't really like. But at the moment, there's no problem with it. I'm quite enjoying it. So there you go. So hopefully I'll be back sooner with some more reviews I have more books in on waiting, and hopefully I will catch you on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.